So Ed Reed, former Baltimore Raven, on ESPN's First Take was asked to mediate this. Who's going further this year, the Steelers or the Browns? Here's former Raven Ed Reed.
Who's going to get further this year, the Steelers or the Browns?
Man, that's funny. The Browns. It's actually a very tough question because the Browns have been getting better every year. I honestly worked both of their games last year, and I thought Cleveland would win those games, but Pittsburgh still hung around, man, and there's something about those Steelers and that organization that stays consistent, and they always figure it out. They even had a chance last year as the season seemed like it was crumbling, so that's going to be a battle, truly going to be a battle, but I got to pick Cleveland, man. I'd just rather see them win.
The hatred for the Steelers runs so deep that you can't.
No, it's not that. It's not that at all. It's just I just like what they've been building, and I got a little connection with some of those guys over there. I remember when Bacon and I talked to their rookie class, so just as a football fan, I want to see them be good.
Let's bring in Kevan Arnold from the Voice of the Land podcast. Kevin, kind of interesting. A Browns fan in Ed Reed. Browns fans hated Ed Reed when he played for the Ravens, but he wants to see the Browns do well this year.
Yeah, I think you can hear it in his voice. He was a little hesitant when they brought up the fact that it might be about his rivalry that he still feels with the Steelers. But that's okay because we have our own rivalry with the Steelers. So any way we can kind of get in the mind of a great like Ed Reed and kind of be put out there as possibly a better team. Now, we all know that the Steelers are a great organization, and it's not going to be a pushover. I know a lot of fans like to say that the Steelers era is done, but they still have Coach Mike Tomlin, and they still have Ben Roethlisberger, whatever is left of Ben Roethlisberger right now at this time of his career, but still and a coach in Tomlin that has not had a losing season. So they're not just going to go by the wayside easily. The Browns are going to have to earn it. But a guy that's played for so long and is a great in Ed Reed, to see that and kind of what he's talking about and seeing this team on the rise and talking to some of the young guys, seeing what kind of young talent this organization is now trying to bring in and trying to build towards the sustained success that the Steelers have had for many years before. And, of course, beating on the Browns for the last several years, hopefully seeing the changing of the guard starting this year.
Keep in mind, Steelers were 11-0. They were the last team to lose a game last year. They still have a really good defense. They have a couple of pretty good wide receivers. So you're absolutely right. There are enough pieces there that Mike Tomlin will figure out a way to win a bunch of games.